Hi, my name is Rhonda Woodkey. I am an international board certified lactation consultant at Unity Point Health Methodist in Peoria, Illinois. I've been a lactation consultant for the last 16 years. In this video, we're going to talk about the basics of positioning and latch. We're not going to go directly into all the different types of positions. You can find those in other videos, but we're going to talk about the basics of all positions. So I have my baby here, and a lot of moms want to start the feeding with the baby swaddled, but that makes the baby fall asleep really quickly at the breast and maybe not wake up as easily as what they should. So we actually recommend that you unswaddle the baby. Some new young babies actually might need all their clothes off except for their diaper, but for this video, we're going to leave the baby in their clothing. So we're going to start off with having the baby, we want to turn our baby so that the belly and the toes and the nose are facing the same direction as our body. When your baby has their head turned to the side and their belly is up, it makes it difficult for them to breathe and swallow. Have you ever tried to take a drink when your head is turned to the side? It's very difficult. So we're going to flip the baby over so that they're nice and close to our body. That skin-to-skin contact that we have also awakens the baby for the feeding. Notice that we have the baby's ears, shoulders, and hips all in a nice straight line. And when I get my baby into position, I'm supporting my baby all the way from the head to the toes. You can use pillows to support your arms. You can use your body to support the baby in a laid-back breastfeeding position. But this is always going to be the basics. Tummy turned towards yours, skin to skin with you, shoulders, ears, and hips all in a nice straight line. The next thing we want to do is we want to talk about making sure that when we're latching on the baby, that we're lining the baby up so that their nose is in line with your nipple rather than their mouth with the nipple. I know that their mouth is where your nipple is going to go, but I'm going to show you what happens. When you line your baby up with your nipple, mouth to nipple, your baby reaches up naturally like this. And now the nipple is below them and they're having to go like this to latch on. That is making it hard for them to breathe, and they're not able to get those nice, big, long drinking sucks that they need to do because we need space between our chin and our chest to be able to do that. But when you line your baby up so that the nipple is, I jokingly call this the nipple holder. That's really called a philtrum. But when you put your baby, your nipple on your baby's philtrum, then what happens is this. And they're lifting their head up just like we need them to, leading with their chin, and they're able to get nice and deep onto the breast. We want to make sure that the baby is having their chin touching, their cheeks touching, and their nose clear. If you're having to press down on your breast to make an air hole for your baby, you might need to either move your baby down a little bit or unlatch your baby with a clean finger in the corner of their mouth and start the process over again. Some other things that sometimes get into the way with positioning is the baby's arm. Many times parents try to have their arm in front of them, and that keeps the baby from getting a nice deep latch. So notice that I have my baby's arm around me. Another thing that sometimes happens is those hands can get in the way, and so that's why moms will say that they're doing that. But their baby hands going like this, I actually call that the baby karate kid, and what that's doing is getting the nipple nice and erect and that oxytocin already starting to flow. Another thing that moms complain about is that their babies get on the breast and come off the breast, get on the breast and come off the breast, and then they'll get on and stay on. They're actually doing some really good work. They're having their saliva come in contact with your nipple, and that makes your nipple more graspable for the baby. So I hope these tips have been helpful for you, and look for our videos on the specific different types of positions such as cradle, cross cradle, football, laid back breastfeeding, and sideline. Keep up the good work, mamas.